Good morning, everybody. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today as we recognize Autism Awareness Month. This event highlights the importance of understanding autism and ensuring that individuals and families affected by it have access to essential services and also resources in our community. Before we continue with the program, I would like to recognize the special guests that are joining us this morning. First and foremost, our Mayor of the City of Laredo, the Honorable Dr. Victor D. Trevino, and his wife, Ms. Rosa Marquez de Trevino. Also with us is our Mayor Pro Temp and Council Member for District 7, the Honorable Vanessa Perez. Our Health Department Director, Dr. Richard Chamberlain. We also want to recognize Janie Sanchez, Program Manager and Special Needs at Parks and Recreations Department. We also have Carmen Andrade, Health Educator Supervisor for Children with Special Healthcare Needs at Laredo Public Health. We also have our wonderful Blue Ribbon Committee members. Can you please stand to be recognized? I know there's some of you are here, Ms. Orduño and everybody else. And also we have Raimundo Cruz with Driscoll Health. And everybody else that's here, of course. Autism affects many families in our community, and raising awareness helps promote early diagnosis, intervention, and of course, support. Today, we acknowledge the efforts of healthcare professionals, educators, advocates, and families who just work tirelessly to improve the lives of those with autism. We're honored to have several speakers with us today. Our first speaker is dedicated leader, committed to advancing public health and community initiatives in our city. Please welcome our Mayor, Dr. Victor Trevino.
Good morning, Dr. Victor Trevino, your mayor for the city of Laredo. Proud to be here today at City Hall Chambers to celebrate and bring awareness to Autism Acceptance Month. As a medical doctor and also as your mayor, the city is continuing its commitment through initiatives within the health department. I was at Ramirez Middle School this morning and have other proclamations celebrating autism, so I see the incredible support in the community. Our commitment is to celebrate differences throughout the city, and this is the month we celebrate and understand autism is more than a diagnosis, and it's about being together as a community to bring awareness, education, and experiences. I want to thank the autism community, the schools, and the Mayoral Blue Ribbon Committee for their advocacy, because this is a true partnership of passion and commitment. And as we know, we don't come together and talk about the challenges and the triumphs of this community, probably no one will. So I want to thank everyone for being here today and look forward to continuing this partnership and advocacy for this incredible group of people in our community. And with that, thank you. We'll stand for the proclamation.
Thank you, Mayor. Our next leader, who has continuously advocated also for initiatives that support individuals and families in need, please help me welcome our Mayor Pro Temp, Vanessa Perez.
Good morning, everyone. I'm glad that, Mayor, thank you for doing this proclamation this morning with the Health Department. Being on council, I remember Ms. Orduño, she's here in the audience. We kind of worked on, we were there at the beginning of the Autism Coalition, when it first started, and I didn't really understand, all the complexities and the needs that we have in the community, but working with her and the group, I really got to understand just the importance of us coming together to talk about these issues, to work on these issues, because the families that are experiencing this, a lot of times they don't know where to go and they don't know who to turn to. And, I know that, this political climate right now is kind of rocky in terms of diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, but I'm proud that the city of Laredo is still making these types of programs a priority for our community. You know, it's important that families understand and that the community understands that not everybody's the same, right? And sometimes in our culture, we have this tendency to tell kids, you know, look at me when I'm talking to you, and we get tough on people because we expect their reaction to be a certain way. But we know through programs like this and through awareness initiatives and understanding that not everybody's the same. Children with autism might not feel comfortable looking people in the eyes. It's not that they're being disrespectful, it's just that they're not comfortable. And I think it's important that we all understand that other people's comfort is just as important as our comfort. And so I'm very proud to say that my level of understanding today is a lot higher than it was when I first got involved and became a council member and a representative. And so I thank all of you in the community for taking the time to educate me and others of this type of situation that people go through, this diagnosis that they come up with. I've talked to a lot of families that they don't know where to take their children to get, you know, services. And through the Autism Coalition, we've tried to make businesses and service providers more aware of the needs of their customers and their clients. And so the shirt that I'm wearing, you know, is part of an initiative with the health department. We have the Autism Coalition logo that was designed through the coalition. It was created. We have pins that we give people so they can, if you ever see this logo, this is what it's for. The businesses are taking a pledge to provide services and diversify the service offerings that they give to their clients. And we have the logo as well, the pledge for that, the diversity pledge. So you know, I'm really rocking all these colors today, and like it gives me an excuse to go all colored out this month. So I love it. I'll be supporting the initiatives, and I just want to encourage everybody, you know, get the support that you need. We're here at the health department. We're here at the city of Laredo, and we support you. You know, we're looking to make our community more understanding, more passionate, and I think we've accomplished that. You know, we're getting better, and I think we still have a long ways to go. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Council Member. Our next speaker is a dedicated public health advocate whose leadership also has been instrumental in promoting awareness, like Ms. Perez said, and the mayor, and access to healthcare resources. Please help me welcome the Director of Laredo Public Health Department, Dr. Richard Chamberlain.
Good morning, everybody. I appreciate you all being here with us. And I wanted to recognize also, I don't know if this is gonna, maybe I'll just hold it. Recognize Autism Awareness Month and reaffirm our commitment to supporting individuals and families living with autism in Laredo. This proclamation is not just symbolic, it reflects the real ongoing work we've undertaken to improve access to healthcare, public health services, and our community's understanding. And I did want to reflect back on what Mayor Pro Tem just mentioned right now, of course, with the help of Ms. Orduño and many others in the Autism Coalition, through a call that Mayor Pro Tem got back in 2022. This was all initiated and absolutely needed to happen. And so thank you to Mayor Pro Tem for helping to organize, and thank you to the mayor also for supporting these initiatives as we gained an understanding in 2022 of how much is missing in the city of Laredo. But we're here today because we continue to work collaboratively, and we have done some great things in the last couple of years to get us to this position. And as Mayor Pro Tem just said right now too, there's still so much more work that needs to be done, but we have to also stop and reflect and say we are doing good work, we are moving forward, and we can say that with our family and youth with special health care needs programs that was non-existent, but it's existent at Laredo Public Health now. Also with our ADAM network, which is surveillance for autism in our community, which will be publishing findings very soon with CDC in the next coming weeks. And so These initiatives would have not come to life if it wasn't for the community contacting our council, which then, of course, also turns us on in the departments to make sure that these types of initiatives are alive and we are ensuring access to healthcare and public health for all. And so as Mayor Pro Tem just mentioned a few short moments ago too, we have gotten involved with trying to elevate the level of knowledge and awareness of how to interact with persons who have autism in our community, as we do know that it's challenging for parents to take their child to go get a haircut because a person does not know how to service them. And so we want to elevate those members in our community, whether they're in healthcare, in the dental realm, in primary care, or just going to get a simple haircut. We want to make sure that families and those children and the adult children as well are comfortable with being able to sit down and access the care and support and services that they need as well. So we'll continue to champion that. We do have our All Kinds of Minds pledge, which of course Mayor Pro Tem just shared right now, and that can be located on our City of Laredo Public Health Department, laredopublichealth.com, so that way we are able to also share with other organizations in the City of Laredo to take the pledge and then start the curriculum, which does have 3 levels. We have our bronze, silver, and gold. And of course, the gold standard is just that, the gold standard, to know how to operate your business, organization, or agency with the compassion and ensuring access for all. And so Laredo is a leader in how cities can scale up effectively, as we do have our All Kinds of Minds plan, which was adopted by the mayor and city council, to be compassionate public health and ensure our responses to serve all individuals with autism. Through strategic action and strong partnerships and commitment to population health, we are building a city where no one is left behind when it comes to care, support, and opportunity. And as I mentioned a few short moments ago, persons living with autism don't have all the tools and resources, but society does. And society can conform to those individuals to make sure that they are living their best lives possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Chamberlain, for that. And finally, we're honored to have with us a passionate advocate and a dedicated member, also the Blue Ribbon Committee. We all know her. She works very tirelessly, like Councilmember and Mayor Pro Tem mentioned, to raise awareness and promote initiatives that support individuals with autism in our community. Please welcome Ms. Veronica Ardoño.
Good morning. I had to bring Tito up because I promised him that he would be on TV tonight if he would wake up this morning, and that's why he's here. First of all, thank you, Mayor, and thank you to the City of Laredo for doing this, and then, of course, Mayor Pro Tem, thank you for advancing, for helping us advance the awareness that we have. The Health Department, thank you so much, Dr. Chamberlain, Ms. Erica, thank you for everything. Ms. Andrade, thank you so much for what you do. Being a member of the autism community is difficult. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. You know, the diagnosis is difficult. When we first started 25 years ago, there was really nothing that was out there for us. But now, thanks to all of this movement and all these familiar faces that I see that have known me, that you know I'm going to call you, and then if you don't respond, I'm still going to call you, you know. Thank you for what you do, for embracing our kids. We have over 2,000 individuals in Laredo diagnosed with autism, ranging from the age of 2 to a 67-year-old. So the need is there. Whether you want to call it atypical autism, which was what Tito was diagnosed 25 years ago, whether you want to call it autism, whether you want to call it ASD, whether you want to call it neurodiversity, it's all the same thing. It leads to the same thing, autism. Whether you want to wear our blue or whether you now want to wear red, it really doesn't matter, as long as you are there for us, advocating for us, having compassion for our parents. Since our kids look so normal, It's very, very difficult when we go out into the community, and this is what we're trying to address. We're trying to address that if a child has a meltdown at Walmart, at the mall, wherever we go, that people will understand. That the stigma of he's a little spoiled, or if you hit him a little bit, or he needs discipline, he'll get over the autism. That stigma has been erased thanks to people like you. Thanks to my moms that are here and my grandparents that are here. So first of all, before I go on, I want to recognize, if you could please stand, moms and grandmas and grandpas. They're here for us. So thank you, thank you. This is really the backbone. Thank you so much for being here. This is really the backbone of our organization and why we want to continue. Through the Blue Ribbon Committee, we really want to help every single disability out there. But we do, and we try, and we move mountains if we have to. Right now, as we speak, the Blue Ribbon Committee went and we met with the chief of police, and they are going to go, the police department is going to go to all the different schools, both in UISD and LISD, to take IDs of our kids. Okay, so that's a start. The ID will say, my name or Ramon's picture, and then my disability is autism. Just in case we ever lose a child, well, hopefully he'll have his ID. So with that, I want to thank you. Thank you for what we do. 25 years ago, I would have never visualized that this would be happening in my beloved Laredo. And people say, why don't you move? Why don't you go somewhere else where Tito has greater opportunities? Because of him. Because my Gordis loves his Laredo, okay? And if I ask him, do you want to go live in San Antonio? Laredo. You see? So even if I want to be closer to my other children, he loves his Laredo. Okay, so, and my politician will stay in Laredo, and we will stay with him. And as long as we have a breath in us, my husband and I, we will advocate for these children. So thank you so much for everything you do. Thank you. Okay. You're on TV? Oh, okay.
Mayor, I would ask Mayor, of course, Mayor Pro Tem, Public Health, all of those.
You should have given your water to Daddy.
Families as well, they can go and come as well.
Ready? Office of the Mayor, City of Laredo, Texas, Proclamation. Whereas, autism spectrum disorder, ASD, is a lifelong developmental disability that can cause significant challenges in social interaction, communication, and behavior. Whereas, ASD affects not only the individual diagnosed, but also their families and the broader community. And whereas, Autism Awareness Month serves as an opportunity to foster greater understanding and support for individuals on the autism spectrum, recognizing their valuable contribution to society. And whereas, early diagnosis, strong family support, and access to resources play a vital role in helping individuals with autism achieve their potential. And whereas, the Laredo Public Health Department acknowledges the importance of education, advocacy, and community support in assessing individuals with autism and their families. And whereas, while April serves as Autism Awareness Month, it is essential to recognize and support individuals with autism year-round by promoting continued research, policies, and programs that foster inclusion and accessibility. And now, therefore, I, Dr. Victor D. Trevino, by the virtue of the authority vested in me as mayor of the city of Laredo, county of Webb, state of Texas, do hereby proclaim the month of April 2025 as Awareness and Acceptance Month. Thank you very much.